Ears. In this video I'm going to show you how to make this Sonic the Hedgehog cake. It's actually a supersonic cake, so I've coloured this fondant using honey gold colour. I'll link everything that I'm using in the description below. And I've got two cakes here. One of them is a 6-inch and the other one is an 8-inch. And I've covered them in this honey gold colour. And I'm going to go ahead and use these templates now. You can get these templates in my Etsy shop. I'll put a link in the description below for you. So what you're going to do with these templates is you're going to cut out all the individual shapes. And now I'm going to use these three colours to create the flesh tone colour of fondant that I'm going to use for the mouth area. So once I have that area coloured, I'm just going to roll this out into, it's hard to explain what sort of shape this is, but you can see there the kind of shape it is. It's fatter in the middle. I'm going to use my rolling pin to smooth out the top of that, but I'm not putting any pressure in the middle. I'm using the template now to get a rough idea of the shape, and I'm just going to use my hands to mould this into the same shape of the template. I'm just checking that that's okay, and I can see it's a wee bit larger at the bottom, so I'm just going to use a knife and trim that bit off at the bottom. And now I'm going to use the template to create these eyes. I've just rolled out some white fondant. Now for the ears, you can see that I've rolled the fondant out quite a bit thicker. I would say about 5mm, and I kind of need the fondant to be thick because you want the ears to sit up. I've got this little furring tool, I'm sure that's not what it's called, but I'm just going to go in and create the ears. Supersonic kind of has a furry effect, so that's the look I was going for. Now you could use this template to create a blue Sonic, but I probably would skip the furry part. I'm going in with some gold edible dust here. And I'm going to create the little flesh part on the inside of the ears here using this little triangle. So this Sonic's eyes are like an orangey reddy colour. So I've got some orange fondant here, and I'm using the template now as a guide as to the shape and size of Sonic's eyes. I'm going to add in the pupils now. And now I've got some of this red edible dust, and I'm going to go around the outside of the eyes. This is just going to make the eyes look a wee bit like fire. Now I've got a little oval of black fondant for the nose, and as you can see I've placed the nose area onto the cake, and I'm just marking where it's going to be so I know where to place the eyes. So the eyes go on first, and then you're going to place the mouth area on. You're going to go ahead and add the eyes on. And of course you're going to add the little nose. Two little white dots for catch lights. Now I could not find my edible marker anywhere, so I had to make up some edible paint. Now that the ears have dried up a little bit, I've put some wire inside. And now we're going to create these big sort of spike things that Sonic has. And again, there's a template to help you with this if you need it. Again, I'm going to go in and use this little fur tool. And of course, we can't forget our gold edible dust. Now that I looked at the face, I kind of thought it was missing something, so I decided to create a trim area around the eyes. So that's just what I'm doing here. Creating the rest of the spikes. And of course we're going to do the furry thing with all these spikes now too. I'm placing some wire inside the spikes, and now I'm going to place them all onto the cake. And it was at this point that my little 8-year-old came in and told me where I was going wrong. So here's what he had to say.
Can I see them kind of like pointing back where it's
yes.
Because then when Sonic... Like,
I've put them too close to the front, haven't I?
A bit, I think.
Yeah.
I think you would have to like...
Like this, towards the back?
Yeah, towards the back of it, I think.
Thank you. For all the spikes, Dylan. Put all the spikes towards the back. What about these? Oh, these spikes here, they should be behind the ears, shouldn't they? They should be back there.
Yeah. And then,
that's better, isn't it?
And then I think that big one,
Uh-huh.
I think it's a bit big, so it needs to go back a bit, because it's kind of like, you know, ruining the purpose, because it's like really big and it's kind of...
Yeah.
Like I think it needs to go back a bit.
Back a bit.
Well, it's your cake.
I know. Like this. Like, let me take the pen out of it. Here.
Let me see.
Or make it smaller.
I think that's good if you put it there.
Thanks for your help, buddy. Glad you came in. So there you go. It always pays to have an 8-year-old Sonic expert on hand. I'm using this wee furry tool again, and I'm creating some furry effect around the face, and I'm going to go ahead and add in some more gold dust. And that's it. Until next week. Hope this helps.